Here you go. Let's get it. Well. Welcome back. Do that again. Yes, sir. Man, I go by the name of
DJ Realm Live.
And this is the Railcast. You know what I'm saying? I got a guest here, man. One of the first people I thought of when I decided to bring this back. This music podcast back. You know, I think he knows a little bit about music. I mean, he had like he do. You know, he had like that R&B smoke. I don't know if he ready yet. You know, he know a little something about hip hop too. You know what I'm saying? I see. We gonna go by that name right there.
He said a little something.
Just a little something. He knows something, man. How you pronounce your name, man?
Jefe Da Don.
Jefe Da Don, man. Jefe Da Don. What's good with you, man?
No, I'm good. I'm good, bro. Everything good.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
God is good.
Everything good? Good.
Yeah,
always,
bro.
always.
It has been a minute. Everything good with you?
Yeah. Yeah, everything's good. Family's good. Life is good, man. We still here, man. And everybody out there watching, listening, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know, leave your comments. Let me know what you think of the show tonight. And before we start, we're gonna give a rest in peace to Mark the 45 King. I don't know if you know who Mark the 45 King is. Effie, you familiar with him?
Nah.
Oh,
who's
man,
that?
Oh, come on. Oh, man. Mark the 45
Enlighten me, bro. Enlighten me.
Mark the 45 King. He's a DJ from Newark. He's a producer too. He did Hard Not Life, Jay-Z. He did a lot of records, but that's like the most biggest record that he did. You know, remember if you ever watched your MTV Raps, that might be a little bit before your time. But Ed Lover used to do a dance to the particular song. He used to do this Ed Lover dance to this song. It was a break beat, but he made that beat.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
see when I think of Jersey, I think of obviously Redman.
Let's get it.
Naughty by Nature.
Right.
Who else? Lauren.
Big Jersey.
Right. Yeah. I think of the artists. I'm not too big on the producers. See, like when I get into like the producer joints, like it gotta be a joint that really moved me. So, and then I'll go digging and I'll go labbing to see who is this and then see what else they've done.
Yeah, but he's dope. He's definitely made some tracks that you heard of. You know, I can't think of all of them right now, but his big record was A Hard Not Life that he did for Jigga.
Yeah. Well, and nowadays it's different. Like most of the producers are artists at the same time. So
they
get put out there way faster, you know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, man.
I mean, everybody can't be on like a Kanye level or something like that.
Nah.
But
yeah, he. That's like I said, that's his biggest hit. So he wasn't a big hit producer. You know what I'm saying? He was more like of a DJ into his craft. That was his thing. You know, He wasn't out there seeking like chart top and hits and nothing like that. So, rest in peace to him, man. Yeah. So we're gonna get started on this, man. Let me get my notes out, be all professional and stuff. You know what I mean? Let me get to it, man. Bro. You know? All right. My first question.
I should ask you, since you're a DJ, bro. Who's your favorite DJ ever, bro?
Oh man. Okay. Favorite DJ ever? It's more than one, but I would say the first one that made me want to DJ was Jam Master Jay. He was the one that made me want to DJ. Absolutely, rest in peace to him. He was the first one that made me want to DJ. Yeah, but my favorite and who I think is the best DJ Scratch, hands down.
Yeah,
that's yeah. I know I can't do what he do. You know what I'm saying? But like overall, like to me, he's my favorite, and I love Kid Capri is dope. He's the best DJ to move a crowd to me. You know what I'm saying? He's vocal. He play all the right records. But Scratch, Jam Master Jay, Capri, like those are my top ones. But number one would be DJ Scratch.
Okay, I feel you.
Man. There's a lot of dope ones out there. Like who's I could think of? Of course, Premier is a dope one, but he's a DJ slash producer. Jazzy Jeff is dope. I grew up on him.
Yeah.
Ron G is dope.
I feel like Jazzy Jeff is slept on because people automatically associate him with Will Smith's music, and they feel like because
we don't want to say his name.
They feel like because it's corny, they don't want to they don't want to give that man his props. But
but like he was the man before Will. Like people would check to see him.
Yeah.
Because back in that time, it was all about the DJ. Like the DJ was the MC. So Jeff made Will Smith hot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right. Like he's underrated, and he's still rocking to this day. He still do shows and everything. Like he's dope.
Yeah, Jazzy Jeff was a real crate man.
And I think because of the show too. I think because he always got thrown out the house by Uncle Phil. You know what I'm saying? Like they, stuff like that. But he invented that Transformer scratch. Like Jeff is dope, man.
For sure.
Jeff is hella dope. Who's your favorite DJ? I mean, you're not a DJ, but who's your favorite DJ?
Definitely Jam Master Jay. Definitely.
Oh, okay.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
I just feel like his versatility, I feel like he was timeless. Like I felt like he was before his time. I feel like if I don't hear of a lot of DJ battles, but I feel like if they brought them back on a larger spectrum, like he would still be relevant in this day and time.
Oh, absolutely. And not just his DJing ability, like he bought style. He bought the street to Run DMC because he was street. Those guys were just regular people. He bought the wardrobe, the Adidas, the swagger to Run DMC.
Yeah.
But yeah, he definitely would be killing stuff if he was, around this time. He'd definitely be killing it, without a doubt. Definitely.
For sure.
Hell yeah. So let's get into it. Let me get my questions here. All right. What was it that got you into music? Like what particular song first got you into music? Hip hop or R&B, it doesn't even matter. What song was it?
In all honesty, I can't even say something or a song or a genre got me into music because I grew up a church kid and I was kind of thrown into music. Like it was forced on us, like singing in the choir, playing instruments. Like I've been a drummer since I was 8 years old, singing since I can't even remember. So we were taught like at maybe like at 6, 7 years old. They were teaching us harmonies and how to break down harmonies in the 3-part harmonies and stuff like that. Singing background, So yeah, man, it was like tattooed in our head. So it was always a part of us. So I was in it before I was actually in it.
So you was that kid, that little drummer boy, the little kid in the corner, I'm saying, beating the drums, that was you?
Pretty much, man. Like started off in the choir, and then one day the pastor's son, who was a drummer at the time, he wasn't there, and his mom was like, go get on the drums, because I had been watching him for a long time. And I just got on, and it just came natural to me. Like they were playing like a regular up-tempo beat song, like boom, pat, boom, pat, boom, pat, church beats. And they just, I got on and never got off.
And it's probably because the PK kid was trash too, let's be honest.
Not at the time. At the time, he was nice, but he became trash. Yeah. So
there was no particular song. You were just with music early on, and that's how you got love for music.
Right. But like where I really got into music heavy was like early 90s when it was like 90s R&B. Like I would go crazy over Boyz II Men and like En Vogue and all of them. And plus, since we were already singing, like I felt like Boys to Men was just, they were minimum boys to me vocally. So that's why I really, really got into it, because I already knew from a kid how to break down harmonies, 3-part, top, middle, bottom harmonies. So to hear them was like, it felt familiar.
Yeah. So you were in the group, or you just liked them, period, and you just did your own thing?
No, we were just, as kids, we had to sing in the choir, both choirs, adult choir, kid choir. And then it just grew on us. Like when I got older, I wasn't going to church like I should, but all the training was still in me. And most people don't even know it. Like most like R&B and hip hop musicians are church musicians.
Come from church.
Nice. Yeah, that's where they get them from. Like, because the talent is just, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So I went from church to like playing in different clubs and doing backup for different groups, or different singers, whoever,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So since you went to church a lot, since you went to church a lot as a youngin, and you decided to do, other stuff, like did you catch any backlash from your family or whatever?
I mean, I always been outspoken, bro, and I always speak my mind. So if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do something. I'm not saying like I didn't get any kind of like, well, you should be doing that for the church and all this kind of stuff, because I feel like I put my time in with the church as a kid. I was there. Church musicians get paid real bread now, so I feel like I was there for free for way too long, singing and playing.
Yeah, that's how most of them start off for free.
Yeah.
When they start off. So Boys to Men sound like Boys to Men was like the group that was like, okay, I see myself in them, and I could kind of do what they're doing.
For sure.
Yeah. That first album.
Yeah. To be honest, I pulled from all of the albums. I forgot what the name of the album was, but it's like the album cover is it's all 4 of their names with different mics under above each name. Like it was like 4 mic stands.
Yeah, I think it had that album had all their names on it. Yeah. That was later on too, but that album had some cuts.
Yeah, that was.
But that was
that was like maybe 99 or 2000 somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So before that, obviously, like as a kid, I wasn't buying albums like that.
No,
like all of their radio cuts, like I was on heavy pretty much.
Yeah. See, I was buying albums, man. I was buying vinyl.
I wish, bro. I got a cousin right now who she has like all my auntie's old vinyl stuff, and she collects. She has my auntie's old record player, everything.
Yeah, I still collect. I found the record store like maybe 2 years ago. I still got all my vinyl when I was a kid, and occasionally I go back out there, and if I find some vinyl I like, I cop it. Definitely. Hell yeah, man. So who would you say in Boys to Men? Who would you say like you kind of resemble as far voice wise, Boys to Men, or did you just like cater to all of them?
Pretty much all of them. Like everybody knows for a fact, like the most, in my opinion, like most talented vocally is Wanye. Wanye is the most talented vocally out of all of them. But I feel like I like how they all have their own style. Sean is like that soft. He can go from falsetto back to full voice, back and forth, real easy. And then you got what's the other one? Mike.
Nathan.
Yeah, Mike is the bass. And that's top tier. That's top tier bass vocals. Like if you're really talking about all time bass notes, like he got to be in your top 3. He got to be, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then you got Nathan. Nathan's kind of like that balancer between, like the equalizer between between Wanye and Sean.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Sean was always the favorite in the group for me. He was always my favorite, but I call Wanye the cleanup man. Yeah, like Nathan had started off, Sean had come behind Nathan, and then after the bridge, here come the cleanup man. Wanye, he comes and kills it. Like that was like their whole format. A majority of their songs early on.
Yeah.
And then then Michael would come in. Either Michael would come in the beginning or toward the end, but it was Nathan, Sean, cleanup man. Here you go. But yeah.
Like, and people really sleep on Michael, man. People got to really go and listen to the stuff after he left the group.
He did stuff?
No, like just how big his impact was on the group. You know what I'm saying? That bass note, like that really like tied everything together, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So
I think he wasn't really missed, but it wasn't the same without him because he wasn't like, he wasn't like one of the main vocalists. But him doing the ad-libs and doing the background vocals, being that he the bass, it put the cherry on top for them.
Yeah. Because,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, most groups didn't have that, bro.
Right. Probably like the Temptations is probably like the only group that I could think of that had like a deep voice guy like that, a bass guy like that. So, yeah, it was just Temptations and Boyz II Men.
Yeah. It was more of like a 60s and 70s, not even 70s, they were like 50s and 60s thing. But like 90s R&B, like that was rare. That was a rare find for you to have 4-part harmony, like pristine vocals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite artist?
That's crazy, man. That's a curveball.
Who's that artist that you kept that you that had the most replay from you, that you listened to the most, and then you tried to do what they did?
See, like for me, it goes in eras. Like the 80s is an era for me.
I already know you're gonna say in the 80s.
You think so? And I had to actually go back and study this man's voice. But it was, to be honest, it's two. From the 80s for me, it was Stevie and Luther.
Oh, okay. I was wrong. Okay.
Yeah. Who you thought I was gonna say?
The guy we're gonna talk about later.
Oh, okay. That's like vocally. Because my mom was like, Luther's voice is flawless. And I went back and I like, I labbed on Luther maybe like 2 years ago. And I was like, damn, this nigga's voice is on point. Like,
yeah.
Like I already knew he could sing. Like I know he had it, you know what I'm saying? But like just the quality of his vocals and how he basically finessed bars and loops is crazy. And then I just felt like Stevie was a total package, man. Like Stevie was serious. Yeah.
Like a lot of people think that because I'm a big Nas fan, a lot of people feel like they think that my favorite album is Illmatic of all time, which it is my favorite rap album. But my favorite album is Stevie's album.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Absolutely. Was Songs of a Key of Love or something like that? Is that what it's called? I gotta get that right. I can't even mess that up.
I know. Hold on. I think it's
Songs of the Key of Love or Key of Life. I gotta get that right. But that is my favorite album. By far my favorite album.
Songs in the Key of Life. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That's my favorite all time. No, let me get
One time for Stevie. One time for
Stevie. My favorite album. Like I had to like when I got older, look at that album. I'm like, yo, this man had so many hits on that album. It was crazy.
Yeah, man. It's like it's very few artists that can do that, man. To where like they come out with an album and it just feel like it's like number one after number one after number one, bro.
Right.
I feel like
no skips.
Yeah, I feel like Stevie had one. I feel like obviously Michael had one.
It has it.
Everybody knows how Thriller go. So we ain't even gotta,
Yeah, okay.
And then
some respect.
I feel like Anita Baker had one. Anita Baker had she had an album. That first album had Same Old Love, had Sweet Love, had You Bring Me Joy, My Angel, all on the same album, bro. It was like banger after banger,
Anita
bro.
Baker song, Angel. Angel's my favorite Anita Baker song.
Bro, banger after banger, bro. I feel like those type of albums come by like ever so often. You know what I'm saying? It's not like every year we get an album like that to where it's no skips.
No, you get like maybe like once a decade or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man.
So you said that shit. You go by years. So that was the 80s. Who's your favorite artist in the 90s?
90s. That's crazy. In the 90s, I would say I was big on 90s R&B and hip hop, obviously. But I felt like I was big in the groups in the 90s. I was heavy into Boyz II Men, Jodeci, Drew Hill. People talk shit about Destiny's Child, but that's still the greatest women's girl group ever. Yeah, bro.
Over TLC.
Yeah, bro. You gotta think, bro. I listen to vocals. TLC cannot sing, bro.
You're right.
They got good songs though. They got good songs though. They got good songs. But if we talking vocals for vocals, cut the track off and you gotta sing. Nah. Not in my opinion. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, you're a lot like me when it comes to listening to music. We're not the average consumer. I don't know the consumer is the word I want to say. But I could say that. We're not the average casual, yeah. Yeah. Because when I listen to music, I listen to certain vocals, and even being a DJ, I listen to different stuff, different vocals, how things are set up. And
yeah, man.
Yeah, we're a lot the same, like and lyrics. Big on lyrics, on hip hop and R&B. If something doesn't sound, I don't care how the beat sounds. If it's the lyrics ain't there, I'm not gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, you can. The thing is, you can make great songs. You can have great lyrics. The beat can be crazy, but if the vocal's not there,
yeah,
no.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where I feel like where TLC is, man. Like, you know, they had great songs, but as far as vocals, vocal talent,
yeah,
it just wasn't.
You would put DC ahead of everybody.
I put DC ahead of
SWV.
In Vogue. I feel like the vocal wise, the top was Destiny's Child, In Vogue, and SWV. Women's wise,
yeah, it was good picks.
But overall, Escape be all over the place for me, man. It's the one that's in. I think her name is Tasha, with the crazy, like everything is like I can't. I can't. But yeah, I feel like those three groups top. Unless you start going back, if you want to go back like in the 70s and 60s, then you can add like the Supremes in there, But a lot of these people don't know about the Supremes. They don't know about the Pips,
Ross.
you know. Yeah, Diana Ross and Gladys Knight and all that, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, bro. That was the 90s. I was heavy in the groups. In the 2000s, that's when I kind of went back to single artists.
Because the boy bands, the groups were pretty much gone.
They were starting to fall off, except for I guess
like B2K or something like that.
Yeah, B2K. And people sleep on B2K got a couple bangers, you know, gots to be.
They do.
They do.
That one, but the one I like, they sound like the Jackson 5 a little bit. Why I Love You. To me, that's their dope record.
Yeah.
That record is fire.
Yeah. The track, I like the track more than the actual vocals though.
I like both on that one.
But as far as the 2000s, like I was heavy into neo soul, so like obviously music, NDRE, Glenn Lewis.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I don't know if you know who Glenn Lewis is. You know who Glenn Lewis is?
Just talked about him on the last pod. Very underrated.
Yeah.
I just said on the last pod that he should have won a Grammy for Don't You Forget It. But
Don't You Forget It. Don't You Forget
It by him is This Love. I believe it's track number 3 on that album. This Love. You know about This Love?
Nah, I gotta go and listen to it. I probably heard it before. I just never got past, you know, like when I think him, I just think of Don't You Forget It. Because it was
he sounds so much like Stevie Wonder. It's crazy.
Yeah. It was like everything was like just perfect on that joint. Like the track, the production, the arrangement, the vocals, everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was heavy in neo soul. I feel like that's a real era, like a real section of R&B. You know what I'm saying? Who else? I got heavy into Tank. I got heavy into Mario. Usher, obviously. I was already an Usher fan, but I felt like that's when Usher popped. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
in the 2000s.
Because, man, you gotta be honest, bro. People wasn't on Usher's sack like that. Pause. In the late 90s versus how they were in like the early 2000s. Because you had 8701 and then you had Confessions.
He popped off when the first album that Puff did, it didn't work because he was too young and he was singing these very mature records.
Yeah.
You know, so some of those records should have went to Jodeci or somebody else. He didn't pop off until he went to JD and did My Way. Like when he went there, that blew up, and then he did 80701. That blew. He just kept going higher and higher, and then Confessions just took him to another level.
Yeah, and I felt like that was a big gap.
Which one?
That was a big gap between My Way and 8701, bro.
Was it? How many years was it?
Bro, I think wasn't My Way like 97 or 96?
Let me check. I'm not sure. I didn't know that was such a big gap between those two albums. Let me see. Let's see what album's at. Album release date. Okay.
97.
Damn the album
September 97, bro. Yeah. And
so
then
when
he
the
dropped.
Came out?
8701 came out in 2001.
So it's 4 years? You said 97 to 2001?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
That was a gap, bro. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if that was when he was back and forth with the label, because I heard L.A. Reid and them boys had him you know,
drop him.
Yeah. So
yeah, like his voice had puberty kicked in.
Yeah.
So that little kid voice had changed. So they were gonna drop him after that first album didn't do too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It says 1997 through 2001. Damn, I didn't know that he took. I didn't know that was long, like long of a break like that.
That break was crazy, bro. I thought for a moment, like I thought Usher was done, man. Oh yeah, Chris Brown. People sleep on Chris, but I feel like Chris is people don't like to put Chris in that vocal category because of how
His
big
dancing.
he is on entertaining. Yeah. But yeah, man. I got it's so many artists, man. It's hard to name them all. And obviously, like I got into I still listen to gospel, but I just don't listen to it as much as as I typically would R&B. Like when I hop in the whip, like it's gonna be either my R&B playlist or my hip hop playlist.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm even into pop and soft rock. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Okay, didn't expect that. So what are some of your favorite albums? You talked about some of your favorite artists, but what are some of your standout favorite albums?
Standout favorite albums, Purple Rain. Obviously Thriller. Purple Rain and Thriller, that's like my childhood. That Boyz II Men album that got Water Runs Dry on it. I forgot the name.
Boyz II Men 2.
Yeah. And what other albums?
That's a slept on album, by the way, too.
Yeah, that is.
Like they don't. No one talks about that album. It's crazy.
Yeah, and to be honest, I had to become an adult for me to really get into albums.
Really?
Yeah, because it gave me time to really sit down and like, that SWV, the first SWV album that had Weak on it.
Yeah. Release Some Tension, I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's an album from 1997 from Kim Burrell. She a gospel artist. Like the album was like so ahead of its time, bro. Production wise, it's called Everlasting Life, and her vocals, to me, that's my top vocalist ever.
Really?
Yeah, any genre. Any genre. It's just sick. She's a vocal coach, and if you name any R&B artist and you ask them about Kim Burrell, they're gonna give you that. Yeah, wow. She like that, bro. She like that.
I'm about to check out. I heard her music in the past.
I forgot Brandy, bro. I'm heavy into Brandy, the vocal Bible. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That last album she put out, man, was dope.
Yeah. She got a Christmas album coming out too, so I can't wait for that to drop. Yeah. Yeah.
Her vocals on that Borderline song.
Yeah. Sick.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's like she just wrote the entire song, bro. She was on it.
Yeah.
And I mean she got Brandy's voice is incredible. She I don't know if Adam Blackstone is working on the Christmas album with her or if they are collabing to come out with something separate from the Christmas album, but I've been seeing some posts and stuff about it.
Who's Adam Blackstone? Is that her in-house producer?
Nah, Adam Blackstone. Adam Blackstone is a producer, but his band is like world renowned, bro. They do the Super Bowl halftime show every year. They do the MTV and BET Awards every year. Oh, they do the Grammy. Okay. They do the Grammys and the Oscars every year. Them five shows they do every year.
Oh, okay.
Adam Blackstone.
He's a white dude?
Black.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm about
Yeah,
to check
bro.
him out.
Adam
Check him out.
Blackstone's band is serious, bro. There is no genre they don't play. They play for everybody, bro.
Okay. I'm about to check him out, man. So
Yeah,
what's you kind of went through these different eras, but what's your best era in music?
For R&B, 90s for sure. For
Absolutely.
sure.
No
90s. And you could add the early 2000s in, because I felt like the influence was still heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the quality was still there. You know what I'm saying? Not saying there's not quality right now in R&B music. But it just doesn't match to the level of quality from the 90s and the early 2000s. It's just different.
Yeah, no way.
It seems like you almost have to be low key a rapper to pop heavy and to pop heavy, you know. I'm glad for like the hers and who else, Summer Walker, all of them, you know.
Yeah.
Really trying to get like, yeah, really trying to get Lucky Day. Really trying to get on these tracks and sing and not, you know, be with the same old, you know.
Right.
So
right. Kevin Ross, dudes like that. Yeah, man.
I feel like he needs it. I don't know who his team is, but I feel like he needs a bigger push, bro.
He does, man. That guy, he should be like up there. I don't understand that dude, man. That dude is everything he dropped is crazy.
Yeah.
He gets like no promotion.
I don't know what it is. I feel like he's just one of those artists, because there's, to be honest, bro, people ask me all the time, like, you can sing, you can play, like, why you not, you know? But the thing is, there's so many people with the same gift, man. Like, and I understand that nobody has the you factor, and I feel like that's what people are not putting out there. I feel like a lot of people that can sing or that have amazing music abilities aren't being put on because they're not putting them out there first. They're hopping onto the gimmick of what is music in today's. Yeah. So I feel like nobody can be you. Only you can be you. But everybody can sound like somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or mimic somebody else. Or just follow the same path that somebody else already blazed. You feel me?
Yeah, and he's dope. He doesn't sound like anybody. He's dope, you know. So it's hard because it's more the fact that you can make music in your bedroom and just put it out. So music is more disposable than ever. So it's hard to stand out when it's like 1,000 rappers a day and 500 R&B singers. So, you know, I don't know how you would be able to come out with music these days, you know, to be able to stand out, to be able to get noticed besides having some kind of money. Because, you know, that's definitely part of it. You got to have money behind you to push it.
Yeah. And that's why people will still run to a label, because a label, I mean, they're going to fuck you in the end. Oh, wait, we can cuss or we can't curse.
Yeah, you good. No, you good. You curse.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, a label gonna fuck you in the end. All of them, bro. And it's not like there's good ones. There are no good labels, because you have to go in there on a real legal tip. Like, you got to have your contracts, everything pretty much already drawn up and set up if you want it your way. Because if not, you're going to go in there, not only your masters, you're going to get paid what they say you get paid, and they still going to want money from your shows when really that's supposed to be your money. You know what I'm saying? But that advance is what draws these people to these labels, man, because they can accelerate your progress when it comes to making paper. But in the long run, you're gonna be out here looking crazy and fighting for what's really yours already.
Right. I think a label is not the move, but it's hard to tell a young kid from the ghetto who need it right now. So he gonna take that, you know, whatever how much they give him, and not realizing that it's a loan, and they're gonna have everything else. They're gonna have your publishing. They're gonna have your masters. I would say these days it's a lot easier in the sense of, you know, TikTok really is the label. So if you could have some kind of team behind you and put out stuff through TikTok or wherever else and build up your fan base, you're the label these days.
Yeah.
You just need somebody to back you up as far as distribution. So that's the thing to do, and then you could bubble it up. And then if you want to partner with a label, you know, I feel like that's the way to go. Instead of you on a label, something you could do a partnership with the label where you could distribute your music a lot better than you can on your own. I think that's the move to do. But if you're just signing 360 deals where they're taking a certain amount of your sales, which people ain't buying records anymore, so you're not making no money. So then if you want to go on tour, they want that. You're selling merch on tour, they want that. So it's like you ain't really, you know, you making no money.
Yeah. People really, some of these artists didn't realize the wave, man. It's like people stopped buying albums and started buying singles. And people stopped buying singles and started streaming everything. So, and it's like the money you make off a stream nowadays, it's like people will see 1 million streams and think that's crazy money. That's not crazy money at all.
You get a sale is 50. You have to get, for one sale, you have to get 1,500 spins.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
So crazy. Yeah. And then, I mean, like I would hate to be a DJ these days, like on radio. Cause I feel like it's so much has changed, man. Like when people be calling, talking about the DJ will say, "Oh, most requested," or somebody from somewhere, this city requested this song, so we're gonna play it. And it's the same song that's been playing over and over and over again. Yeah. Either you guys have a pre-selected list of songs that somebody can call in and request from, or y'all just lying. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's a combination of both.
Yeah, and then that goes back to my point of the power of the label nowadays. Because if an artist goes to a label, the labels have the power to superimpose what's being played on the radio. So they gonna you know, force the algorithm to beat you in the head with if you listen to the radio. So that's where they're gonna get they money from. That's why you're gonna see artists performing on shows that you be like, man, I don't even like them like that. Right. Nothing against them personally, but you just don't like their music. Right. But they're being pushed out there like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is payola going on. It's who got the highest views. The artists are not that talented, but you know what? This guy got 800,000 views or followers, whatever. We could push him to get 1 million or 2 or 5, and then that is the new demo. That's how they create these artists. Yeah. So let's get down to the meat and the potatoes. We've been talking about this for a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know, man.
Let's go.
Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson or Prince? Obviously, from an entertainment standpoint, it's going to be Michael. I do feel like after Michael Love Jackson 5, he changed his whole image, the way he approached songs. His voice definitely changed. So I would say vocally, Prince. Overall, meaning the production, the albums, the live show. Even though Prince gives an amazing live show,
he does.
But he can't dance like Michael. You know, and dancing captivates people. It grabs people's eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would go Michael, but to be honest, I hate the Michael and Prince conversation, bro. Because I feel like if you're gonna talk about it, you really got to break it down. Like you got to really, you know what I'm saying? Because Prince is a better vocalist in my opinion, and he's obviously a better musician. Because I don't even know if Michael plays Michael plays instruments. To be honest,
I don't either. I never heard of him playing any instruments. Yeah. But I would agree with I think Prince got him with that. with instruments. You know, Mike had Quincy Jones, he had Barry Gordy, he had other people around him that produced the music for him. So he just had to just really just sing and dance to the damn songs. But I think Prince plays 11 different instruments? Is it 11?
So yeah.
Yeah. So from that standpoint, he got him. You know, he got him on that, you know, but everything else, you know, Mike is an icon. And Prince is right there. You know what I'm saying? Like this man got grown men fainting when they see him. Like, it's crazy. You know, the impact that he had. Like, it's kids right now, our kids when they was younger. Mike was dead, you know what I'm saying, when they were born, but they know who he is. You know, they have a video game made after him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you play Michael Jackson right now, baby gonna know who he is.
Yeah.
So he is like, and that's not taking nothing away from Prince. Prince is dope. But I think also from the image standpoint too, like, niggas wasn't trying to be Prince because he dressed crazy. You know, he got, you know, the jeans with his ass out and all that. Like, niggas wasn't trying to do that. I mean, Mike dressed crazy too, but you want Michael Jackson jacket.
I had a Michael Jackson jacket as a kid, but
you ain't had no jeans with your ass out.
I did not. But Prince always had a bad one, bro.
He had a look. He got Mike. He got Mike on the production and the baddies. He got him. Mike can't mess with that. Mike was hanging out with Elizabeth Taylor and stuff like that.
Well, not production. I feel like they neck and neck with production, but like,
you think so?
But
well, not production, but just Prince being able to play his own instrument.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree. Production was kind of close because I agree with that.
And I do feel like
here we go.
Prince is the better vocalist.
Come on.
Real. Listen, bro. Real. Cut the track off, bro. You get both of them a mic. That's how you gotta, you know, that's how you gotta differentiate between the two.
I don't see it, man. I don't see it. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't agree with that one, man.
Bro, you can't have a wrong answer when it comes to Prince and Michael, bro.
No, you can't. You can't. You know, both of them are great. Both of them are icons.
But overall, who's the better artist? Michael for sure.
Mike. Yeah.
Michael for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's not close.
Yeah, I don't think Prince had. I mean, Prince Thriller would be Purple Rain.
Purple Rain for sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like Prince would have killed in the late 90s up to the present versus how he, you know, I mean, he can't help when he was born, but he was heavy in the late 70s all through the 80s and the early to mid 90s. I just felt like his sound was a bit before his time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you know.
Well,
but
about to get up out of here, man, because this thing here is a ticking. I see it, but I appreciate you coming down, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure, anytime, bro.
And again, you can check me out in the Realcast on YouTube, Spotify, and other listening platforms. Again, it's your boy Real Boogie. Jefe Da Don. I was light on him today. I ain't want to hurt him too bad, but you can check us out, man. All right. Peace.
Yo, peace.